Hey everyone, this is RexArt35, and since we are now in 2016, Happy New Year to all of you, I thought of making my top 5 anticipated games of 2016. Now, just keep in mind this is like my opinion and my list. You may have a different one, and if so, let me know in the comment section below. So let's begin. Number 5, Fire Emblem Fate. The thing I like about Fire Emblem Fate is that it's taking inspiration from Pokemon, where you have two versions of the same game, but like each version has like different item, different storytelling, and all of that. I haven't really played much on Fire Emblem Awakening, but I do hope that Fire Emblem Fate, like both versions, are not like isn't like Awakening reskinned. I do hope that there is major differences between Fire Emblem Awakening and the Fire Emblem Fate games. This is, I mean, it's already out in Japan, but it actually makes it on the list because it's coming out in the Western this year, and I actually do look forward of playing it. I'm not sure if I will get to try it out, but I do hope I will, is the amiibo compatibility. Sorry. I actually planning of getting like amiibo Roy, so I can actually like have Roy in the game, because I've actually downloaded Roy on like the Super Smash Bros. DLC, and man, he is just as powerful as I remembered him in Melee. But I'm also looking forward to trying out, Cullen. I like how Nintendo is introducing us to Cullen before Fire Emblem Fate actually comes out. And I really hope he's also like an interesting character to play as and, care for in the Fire Emblem Fate game. Number 4, Battleborn. Okay, I haven't really checked on this game that much, but from what I've seen of it, it looks so different, yet similar from what we've seen before. Basically, what this game is doing is combining elements of MOBA games and FPS games to make something that, like I said before, different if not original. What I like about it is that each character is completely diverse from the other. They all have like their different styles, their different design language. For example, one character is like an elfish fantasy character with a bow and arrow, while one has a very reddish, dark colored with the cool swords. And and then you have like this anthropomorphic griffin with some cool weapons. So like each character is different, and really I'm kind of finding it hard to pick which one's my favorite because they are all interesting and cool at the same time. I have actually played MOBA game. I played League of Legends, and I've even did a bit of research of how MOBA games played. And I mean that's from what I've heard. It is taking elements of MOBA and FPS games. So there are some things that I can actually expect from the game in terms of gameplay. Which, speaking of which, I haven't really seen much of it. So I'm kind of in for like a discovery of myself really with Battleborn. And so because of just how different looking it is and just how it's my kind of taste in terms of the art style and such, this does actually make it on the list. Number 3, Mighty Number 9. Okay, the thing I want to get out of the way is that Keiji Inafune, who is the creator of this game, has recently been getting a bad reputation. This started off with the Red Ash Kickstarter because Mighty Number 9 was a Kickstarter. And unfortunately, unlike Mighty Number 9, which was a successful crowdfunded game, this one failed to meet crowdfunding goals on Kickstarter. And the game was supposed to come out in September 2015, but it's been delayed to this year due to online issues, which I'm not sure about, but because, I mean, hey, I'm not involved in game development, so maybe the online thing might be a lot more complicated than I think it is. But the thing I wanted to say is that stop seeing Inafune as like a moron or something. Just give him a chance. Just make this as something that he's learned from. Like, because let's be honest, we all make mistake, and I think this was like a mistake that Keiji Inafune had. He probably thought that, okay, I'll just I'll get my fans and followers and gamers to crowdfund my next project and work on that since once Mighty Number 9 is complete. And I didn't think that really turned out well, and some people suggested that he should have started it right after the release of Mighty Number 9. Just give him a chance. Just let this be something that Inafune could hopefully learn from. Now I got that out of my system, it's time to talk about the game. So basically, it's a spiritual successor to Mega Man. And what it does have, and I've never really played a Mega Man game. At all. I've never played a Mega Man game. And I've actually played this at EGX, and I've gotta say, it was actually quite fun. It was really, I actually loved gameplay. It was like the usual platforming and shooting. Basically, it was the gameplay that Mega Man had. And I don't really have that much to say about it, but this game really has got me interested, and I actually look forward to playing the full game once it comes out earlier this year. Number 2, The Last Guardian. This game has been in development hell for nearly a decade now. This game, there has not been any new information about the game ever since it was first unveiled several years ago, and it's only been last year since we got to see new gameplay footage, and I have to say, it looks weird, but beautiful at the same time. That's all I can say about it. However, some gamers aren't really that confident that it's going to be a great game anymore. They think that because it's been in development for so long, they just think it's going to be like a Duke Nukem Forever game. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, Duke Nukem and Alien Colonial Marines were both done by the same developer. This one is done by the same developers that did Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. Yeah, I think it's Ico. But the thing I'm kind of curious about is, what took so long for this game to be done? Like, what's took this game so long? That's something that we're probably going to, like, find out upon sooner the game is out. It's stated to be coming out this year, but ever since it was shown at E3, there hasn't been any new information or any new footage. And this kind of leads me to think that this is probably going to come out later in 2016, and if it gets delayed again, then, well, at least, I mean, I don't mind. I am being very patient about the game, to be honest. I am waiting quite patiently for The Last Guardian, but I really do hope it comes out this year, and I really want to see what it's like. Honestly. Number 1, Gran Turismo Sport. Gran Turismo Sport is number 1 for one personal reason. It is my all-time favorite video game franchise alongside Pikmin. To me, Pikmin and Gran Turismo is Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings of gaming. At least for me. But the other reasons why I list Gran Turismo Sport as number 1 is some of the things that the game's going to feature, which I just think is absolutely fantastic. For starters, is the FIA Gran Turismo Online Championship. If you don't know what FIA is, it's actually, this, corporation that actually, holds all, like, popular motorsports, such as Formula 1 and Worldwide Championship. And they were actually partnering with a video game developer, Polyphony Digital, to offer the FIA Gran Turismo Online Championship. And you can actually get a real reward, not like some digital thing, but an actual trophy. Other features include like live esports events, and you know, I've never really tried out esports, and I haven't really got to like watch any esports going on, but Gran Turismo Sport is set to feature a live esports event, and all of this is going to be like for both like Manufacturing Cup and Nation Cup. And what's even greater is that anyone can participate, whether you're like a little child, or an adult, or someone who hasn't played racing games before, or someone who loves the series in general like myself. You can participate in this fantastic online championship and live esport event. And it's also going to be one of the first games to support PlayStation VR, and right off the back, ever since I first heard that it's going to like support that, I'm just like, I'm buying a PlayStation VR so I can get myself immersed in Gran Turismo Sport. And this is, and the thing is that Gran Turismo has finally come back to PlayStation. It finally has come to the PlayStation 4. I've actually been waiting for it since it was announced that Gran Turismo 6 would be a PS3 game. I actually do have Gran Turismo 6 for PS3 right here, and I have to say it's actually a great improvement over Gran Turismo 5 in terms of like career mode and such. And the other thing that I think is great is that they're going to be releasing a beta, so we'll be able to so people like myself will be able to like play the game as an early access, shall we say? It's a beta, so you probably know what it is. So this is like my top 5 anticipated games. I just wanted to make like a video that I could post on YouTube, something that I could actually talk about, you know, gaming-wise. I'm sorry if this video isn't really that good. It's the first time I've actually got into, like, making videos like this. And I'd like to see what's your anticipated game of the year. And I'd like to know that in the comment section below. This is XR35, signing out.